Good morning, student. Welcome to e-learning and cable networking programs of Lokmanya Tilak Mahavidyalaya Vani. Today, we are going to see the brainstorming of the poem Song of the Open Road, written by Walt Whitman. Written by Walt Whitman. So this poem we have seen in our previous period. This poem we have seen in our previous period. So today we are going to see the brainstorming of the poem Song of the Open Road. So before this we see the question pattern of the question pattern of poetry section. How the question pattern will be. So question number 3A, there is global understanding. Global understanding. What is global understanding? Global understanding means understanding specific information in the text or in the extract. पूर्ण पॅरिग्राफवर हा प्रश्न विचारलेला असतो. एखाद्या स्पेसिफिक स्टांजावर किंवा लाईनवर असा विचारलेला नसतो. पूर्ण कवितेवर तो विचारलेला प्रश्न असतो. ग्लोबल अंडरस्टँडिंग. फॉर दॅट रिझन you must know the meaning of the poem. Otherwise, you cannot write the answer of this question. So first you understand the extract well, then you can write this question. So global understanding allotted 2 mark. Question number 3. Question number 3A2, inference, interpretative or analysis. What is inference type question? In this question, students are required to make a guess, as answer will not be stated clearly. Student must use clues from the text to draw logical conclusion. इन्फरन्स टाइप क्वेश्चन जो आहे त्याचं उत्तर हे तुम्हाला सरळ सरळ दिलेलं नसते, क्लिअर दिलेलं नसते. यू हॅव टू गेस. यू हॅव टू गेस. the answer of this question from the extract. Then third question, A3, personal response question. मी तुम्हाला आधी सांगितलं की जेव्हा आपण कविता असो, लेसन असो, जेव्हा आपण शिकतो आहे, आईस ब्रेकर जी आपण बघतो आहे, साधारणतः त्या आईस ब्रेकरवर पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्स प्रश्न विचारले जातात. म्हणून ते आपण शिकवताना कविता असो की लेसन असो, आपण ते आईस ब्रेकर शिकवतो आहे, कारण त्यावर पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्स हा प्रश्न विचारला जातो. फॉर 2 मार्क. सो पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्स. पर्सनल रिस्पॉन्स मीन्स व्हॉट? युअर ओपिनियन, युअर रिस्पॉन्स, what you feel or what you know, what you realize, you can write the answer of this question. Whatever you feel or whatever you know, you can write the answer of this question. So A3, personal response question. A4, poetic devices. Poetic devices. या प्रश्नामध्ये काय विचारतात? साधारणतः फिगर ऑफ स्पीच, देन राइम सेम आर राइमिंग पेअर वर्ड्स. राइम सेम आर राइमिंग पेअर वर्ड्स. वन डिव्हाइस आउट ऑफ 3. 3 मधून एक तुम्हाला विचारलं जातं. एक तर राईम सेम विचारेल, किंवा रायमिंग पेअर वर्ड्स विचारेल, नाहीतर तुम्हाला फिगर ऑफ स्पीच विचारेल. A5 आहे क्रिएटिव्हिटी. 2 लाईन दिलेल्या असतात आणि 2 तुम्हाला लिहायचे असतात, आणि त्याही कशा लिहायच्या असतात, तुम्हाला कनेक्टेड टू द लाईन्स गिवन इन द एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट. जे एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट मध्ये दिलेलं असतात, जे तुम्हाला क्वेश्चन पेपर मध्ये दिलेलं असतात, त्याला कनेक्टेड तुम्हाला 2 लाईन तयार करायच्या असतात. आणि त्या 2 लाईन तयार करत असताना तुम्हाला राईम जुळवावा लागतो, राईम सेम जुळवावा लागतो, रायमिंग वर्ड्स तुम्हाला जुळवावे लागतात. दॅट इज पोएटिक क्रिएटिव्हिटी. पोएटिक क्रिएटिव्हिटी. So 10 mark question. 5 questions allotted 10 mark. Then question 3B, poetic appreciation. 3B, poetic appreciation. So this question is new for the student of 12th class, which is literary question. Poetic appreciation, कवितेचं रसग्रहण. allotted 4 mark. So total mark 14. 14 मार्क हे कवितेला दिलेले आहे या नवीन कोर्समध्ये, नवीन पॅटर्न मध्ये. 14 मार्क तुम्हाला कवितेकरता दिलेले आहे. तर तुम्हाला 2 कविता परीक्षेमध्ये विचारल्या जातील. एक 1 पोएम्स फॉर क्वेश्चन आन्सर अँड अदर पोएम्स फॉर पोएटिक ॲप्रिसिएशन. सो रीड द एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट अँड राईट ॲज पर द इन्स्ट्रक्शन सीन एक्स्ट्रॅक्ट ऑफ 10 or 15 lines from the another poem not asked in question number 3A. जी क्वेश्चन नंबर 3A दिलेले असते त्याच कवितेचं रसग्रहण करायचं नसते, त्यासाठी स्पेशल दुसरी कविता दिलेली असतात क्वेश्चन नंबर 3B मध्ये. त्याचं ॲप्रिसिएशन तुम्हाला करायचं असतं. तर 24 मार्क हे कवितेला अलाउटेड आहे. नेक्स्ट, सो दिस इज द पोएम सॉन्ग ऑफ द ओपन road. So brainstorming. Pick out the lines showing that the poet is prepared to enjoy. The poet is prepared to enjoy every moment of his journey. काय करायचं आहे तुम्हाला? कवितेमधून त्या लाईन्स शोधून काढायचे आहे. कोणत्या लाईन शोधून काढायचे आहे? द पोएट इज प्रिपेअर टू एन्जॉय एव्हरी मुमेंट ऑफ इट्स जर्नी. प्रवासादरम्यान कवीने प्रत्येक क्षणाचा जो आनंद घेतलेला आहे, त्या लाईन्स तुम्हाला पिक आउट द लाईन्स म्हणजे शोधून काढणे. तर त्या लाईन्स तुम्हाला कवितेमधून शोधून काढायचे आहे. तर त्या 5 लाईन्स आपण इथे दिलेल्या आहे. अ फूट अँड लाईट हार्टेड आय टेक टू द ओपन रोड. हिअर इज द लाईन इन द पोयम. सो फर्स्ट लाईन, लुक ॲट द फर्स्ट लाईन. अ फूट अँड लाईट हार्टेड आय टेक टू द ओपन रोड. सो द फर्स्ट लाईन ऑफ द पोयम. The first line of the poem shows काय दाखवतात? एन्जॉयमेंट ऑफ द पोएट, एन्जॉयमेंट ऑफ द पोएट ऑफ हिज जर्नी. Then another line, healthy, free, the world before me. Healthy, free, the world before me. कवी समोर कोणतं जग होतं? हेल्दी आणि फ्री असं जग कवी समोर होतं. सो द पोएट वॉज एन्जॉयिंग हिज लाईफ ड्युरिंग हिज जर्नी. देन थर्ड लाईन, henceforth I ask not good fortune, I myself am good fortune. So this line also indicate the enjoyment of poet during his journey. Then another line, henceforth I whimpered no more, postpone no more, need nothing. So this is one of the line indicate the happiness or enjoyment of the poet. Then last line of the and the last line, strong and content I travel the open road. At the time of walking, the poet was satisfied and content. He was strong and satisfied. That means what? He was happy. So these are the 6 lines. These are the 5 lines in the poem indicate the happiness of the poets during his journey. Then A2, by old delicious burden, the poet means. By old delicious burden, the poet means. Poet means there are 4 options are given there. 4 options are given there. The luggage, the food he carries, the stress he bear during the travels, sweet memories of the past. So answer D is correct. Old delicious burdens means the sweet memories of the past. Sweet memories of the past. Then third, the poet is a person who is free from all inhibitions. Discuss how the concept of freedom is expressed in the poem. The poet is a person who is free from all inhibitions. Inhibitions म्हणजे संकोच. He was free. The poet was free from all inhibitions. The question is, discuss how the concept of freedom is expressed in the poem. कवितेमध्ये फ्रीडमची जी कॉन्सेप्ट आहे ही कशी एक्सप्रेस केलेली आहे ते आपल्याला बघायचं आहे. बघा, द पोएट हॅज रिटन द पोएम विथ एन ऑब्जेक्टिव्ह ऑफ स्टीरिंग द आयडिया ऑफ फ्रीडम on the reader's mind. What I say, the poet has written the poem with an objective of steering the ideas of freedom on the reader's mind. The spirit of freedom is expressed in the poem through the symbolic reference to the open road where men comes together irrespective of their social status. He says he is prepared, afoot and light-hearted. He is physically fit and mentally without any dilemma. Dilemma म्हणजे गोंधळ. He is physically fit and mentally without any dilemma. He does not depend on good luck. The poet who does not depend on good luck, because he was the creator of his own luck. He was the creator of his own luck. So that He does not depend on good luck. He has his life, his destiny in his own hand. कवी हा नशिबावर अवलंबून नव्हता, कारण नशिबालाच त्याने निर्माण केलेलं होतं. नशिबाचा तो निर्माता होता. त्याला स्वतःचं जीवन होतं. ही हॅज हिज लाईफ. त्याचं स्वतःचं जीवन होतं. त्याचीच हिज डेस्टिनी. नशिबावरही तो अवलंबून राहणारा नव्हता, कारण नशीब त्याने स्वतःच लिहिलेलं होतं. हिज डेस्टिनी इन हिज ओन हँड. So this is the concept of freedom. This is the concept of freedom in this poem. Then A2, following are the activities of the poet. That means the activity of the poet related to his journey on the road. So some activities are given here. So you should write whether this activity is related, or this activity the poet will practice or not. You have to write. So following are the activities of the poet related to his journey on the road. Divide them into two parts as activities the poet will practice and activities he will not practice. So first line, A, walking along the road though he does not know where it reaches. So this line, the poet, in this line we see the poet will practice. In this line we see the poet will practice. Then B, complaining about the discomfort during the journey. So the poet will not practice. The poet will not practice. The poet will not practice these activities. The poet will not practice these activities. Complaining about the discomfort during the journey. During the journey, the poet was comfortable. He never complains. So the poet will not practice of these activities. Third, postponing the journey. Postponing the journey. The poet will not practice this activity. The poet will not practice this activity. Then D, praying for good fortunes. Praying for good fortunes. No. The poet was not praying for good fortune. So the poet will not practice. The poet will not practice of these activities. The poet will not practice of these activities. Carrying the found memories of the good people. Carrying the found memories of the good peoples. Carrying the found memories of the good peoples. The poet will practice. The poet will practice in this line. The poet will practice of these activities. The poet will practice of these activities. Creating contact with famous and influential people. The poet will not practice of these activities. The poet will not practice of these activities. Striving to achieve high and bright success. Yes, the poet will practice of these activities. Then reflecting and developing his own self. Yes, the poet will practice of these activities. So in this way we divided these activities into two parts. The poet will practice and the poet will not practice. Then write down the traits. Write down the traits म्हणजे विशेषता. The poet exhibit through following lines. Following lines. One is done for you. कोणत्या विशेषता इथे दाखविलेल्या आहे, प्रदर्शित केलेल्या आहे. या लाईन मध्ये एक दिलेली आहे. वन इज डन फॉर यू. Henceforth I ask for no good fortune. I myself am good fortune. So in this line we see the self-confidence of the poet. Self-confidence of the poet. Henceforth I ask for no good fortune. I myself am good fortune. So this line indicates self-confidence of the poet. Second line, B. Henceforth I whimpered no more, postpone no more, need nothing. So this line indicates the positive view and self-dependence of the poet. ही लाईन आपल्याला कवीचं स्वतः कवी स्वतःवरच अवलंबून होते, दुसऱ्यावर अवलंबून नव्हते. सेल्फ डिपेंडंट अँड पॉझिटिव्ह व्ह्यू. Then see, I do not want the constellations any nearer. So this line indicates the contentment of the poet or the self-assured of the poet are independent. You can write one answer out of 3. 3 दिलेले आहे, त्यापैकी तुम्ही एक लिहू शकता, कोणतंही एक लिहू शकता. Then D. I swear it is impossible for me to get rid of them. So this line indicates the clear thinking of the poet. This line indicates the clear thinking of the poet are accountable responsibles. Accountable responsibles. Then I am filled with them. I feel with them in return. So this line indicates the interdependence of the poet. Interdependence. Then aware and honest about himself are the responsible. Are responsible. You can write one of them. यापैकी एक लिहू शकता तुम्ही, कोणतेही एक लिहू शकता. इंटरडिपेंडन्स लिहू शकता किंवा अवेअर अँड ऑनेस्ट अबाउट हिमसेल्फ लिहू शकता किंवा रिस्पॉन्सिबल लिहू शकता. सो देन थर्ड, healthy, free the world before me. Express your view regarding the above lines. In the line, healthy, free the world before me, the poet is trying to convey that the world that lies ahead in his journey of life in healthy and free. Healthy, free the world before me. ही जी लाईन दिलेली आहे, या लाईनवर तुमचं मत इथे लिहायचं आहे. आपल्याला या लाईन बद्दल काय वाटतात ते आपलं मत इथे आपल्याला लिहायचं आहे. इन द लाईन हेल्दी फ्री वर्ल्ड बिफोर मी, द पोएट इज ट्राइंग टू कन्वे दॅट द होल वर्ल्ड that lies ahead in his journey of life in healthy and free. In my views, the line is full of hope and optimism. In my views, the line is full of hope and optimism. which is the theme of the poem, full of hope and optimism, is the theme of the poem. It gives an idea of the world being free from all shackles of routine and monotony life. It gives an idea of the world being free from shackles of routine and monotony life. कवीला जे जीवन जसं कंटाळवाणं जीवन जे आहे, शेवटच्या लाईनमध्ये कवी काय म्हणतो की इट गिव्स अन आयडिया ऑफ द वर्ल्ड, एक जगाची एक वेगळी कल्पना आपल्याला देत आहे. कोणती? द वर्ल्ड बिईंग फ्री, जग कसं की मुक्त जग. कशापासून? फ्रॉम ऑल सॅकल्स ऑफ रुटीन अँड मोनोटनी लाईफ. जे आपले रुटीन लाईफ आहे, जे मोनोटनी आहे, यापासून असं वेगळं एक जग, वेगळं जीवन the poet expect. Then A3, the poet has used many describing words such as healthy in this poem. Make a list and clarify them as. What is the question? The poet has used many describing words such as healthy in this poem. So make a list and classify them as. So for the world, जगाकरता कोणते शब्द इथे वापरलेले आहे कवीने? sufficient, well. So these two words used for the world in this poem, sufficient, well. For himself, poet used light-hearted, healthy, free, good fortune, strong, content. So these words the poet used for himself. These words the poet used for himself. And for the road, the word brown path and open. Brown path and open. These two words used for the road in the poem. Then A4, there are certain words that are repeated in the poem. There are certain words that are repeated in the poem. For example, no more. Line number 7. Find out other similar expressions. So the words open road, line number 7. The words open road repeated more than one in line number 7. Then before me in line number 2 and 3. The word henceforth I, line number 4 and 5. Then I know, line number 11th and 12th. They are, line number 10. Good fortunes, line number 4. I carry, line number 12 and 13. So all these words are repeated more than one. So that all these lines are the examples of repetition. All these lines are the example of repetition because the same word repeated more than one. More than one. Then A4. The use of personal pronoun I is evident and prominent in this poem. Give reason. Why does the poet use pronouns I in this poem? What is the reasons? So the reason is the poet used the personal pronoun I to emphasize his own independence in traveling. So this is the important points in this question. You have to write. The poet used the personal pronoun I to emphasize in his own independence in traveling, the open road, and also his freedom in choosing the road that he wishes to take. Moreover, he asserts through the use of I that he wants to live life on his own term and always be in command of his circumstances. That is why the poet used the pronouns I in his poem. Then the question of poetic appreciation of the poem. So this is the new question for you. And the poetic appreciation of this poem was seen when we learn the poem. जेव्हा आपण कविता शिकलो होतो त्यावेळेस आपण हे पोएटिक ॲप्रिशिएशन या कवितेचं बघितलं होतं. तरी पण आज आपण थोडं धावतं बघून घेऊ. So poetic appreciation of the poem with the help of the following points. Write a poetic appreciation of the poem Song of the Open Road. So some points are given here about the poem, poet and title. So inspirational poem, narrative form of the poem. Form of the poem is narrative. Part of Leaves of Grass. So this poem is taken from the Leaves of Grass. Then Walt Whitman, American poet, essayist and journalist. He is called as the father of free verse. Then in this title, Open Road indicate democracy. So this is the first point about poet, poem and title of the poem. Then theme of the poem, freedom, optimism and joy of free life is the theme of the poem. Then poetic style, language and poetic devices. The language of the poem is simple. This poem is written in simple language. Poem is written in the form of free verse. There is no rhyme, scheme and rhythm in the poem. Figure of speech like paradox, metaphor, alliteration, repetition are impressive in this poem. Then special feature of the poem, first person narration. I represent individual, use special device of parenthesis in the last stanza of the poem. Use the special device of parenthesis. Then message, value and moral in the poem. What is the message? Believe on yourself. Don't expect anything from anyone. Don't expect anything from anyone. Then the poem tells us to be happy and optimistic in life. So this is the moral or message. Moral message of the poem. Believe on yourself. Don't expect anything from anyone. The poem tells us to be happy and optimistic in life. And it is true. जीवनामध्ये नेहमी हे ऑप्टिमिस्टिक असायला पाहिजे आणि आनंदी असायला पाहिजे. हे या कवितेमधून आपल्याला दिसून येतात. हा मेसेज कवीने आपला वाचकांना दिलेला आहे. ऑलवेज बी हॅपी अँड ऑप्टिमिस्टिक इन युअर लाईफ. ऑलवेज बी हॅपी अँड ऑप्टिमिस्टिक in your life. So this is the message given in the poem. Then your opinion about the poem. I like the poem because it encourages us to enjoy the life in healthy and free world. What is your opinion about the poem? I like the poem because it encourages us to enjoy the life in healthy and free world. So this is the This is my opinion about this poem. So in this way, we see the brainstorming of the poem Song of the Open Road. Now the time is over. Thank you.